In our modern world, luxury has become synonymous with excess. We are bombarded with images of opulence and extravagance, leading us to believe that true wealth lies in material possessions and lavish experiences. We chase after the biggest houses, the fastest cars, and the most exclusive brands, mistaking accumulation for fulfillment. This relentless pursuit of more leaves us feeling empty and disconnected from what truly matters. True luxury, however, cannot be bought or possessed. It is not found in the fleeting gratification of material wealth, but in the simplicity and authenticity of our experiences. It is in the quiet moments of connection with ourselves, with others, and with the natural world. It is in the freedom that comes from letting go of our attachments and embracing a life of presence and gratitude. This understanding of luxury, however, is often lost in the clamor of modern life. To rediscover it, we must shift our focus from the external to the internal, from the pursuit of having to the practice of being. We must learn to appreciate the beauty and abundance that already exists in our lives, in the simple things that often go unnoticed and unappreciated. My journey to understanding the true nature of luxury began at a young age, far removed from the trappings of wealth and extravagance. I arrived at Gordonstoun, a boarding school nestled amidst the rugged beauty of the Scottish coast, with a heart full of trepidation. The sprawling grounds, steeped in history and tradition, seemed a world away from the familiar comforts of home. The air was thick with the scent of salt and sea, a stark contrast to the bustling city I left behind. The imposing stone buildings, weathered by time and wind, whispered tales of generations past. As I stepped through the grand archway and onto the cobblestone path, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was entering a different realm, one where the rules of the outside world no longer applied. The initial days were a blur of unfamiliar faces, strange routines, and a profound sense of displacement. I longed for the familiar comforts of home, for the reassuring presence of my family. Yet, amidst the uncertainty and discomfort, I felt a glimmer of anticipation, a sense that I was on the cusp of something transformative. The early days at Gordonstoun were a crash course in resilience. Stripped of the comforts and distractions of my former life, I was confronted with the raw vulnerability of being alone, of navigating a new environment and forging connections with strangers. Fear at times threatened to overwhelm me, whispering doubts and insecurities in my ear. Yet within the walls of Gordonstoun, I discovered a profound truth. That true connection is born not out of shared privilege or material wealth, but out of shared experience, shared vulnerability, and shared purpose. As we navigated the challenges of boarding school life together, the early morning runs, the demanding coursework, the triumphs and setbacks of teamwork, walls of fear crumbled, replaced by bridges of understanding and empathy. In the absence of material distractions, we were free to truly see and appreciate one another, to connect on a deeper, more meaningful level. We learned to rely on each other for support, encouragement, and a good laugh when we needed it most. These bonds of friendship, forged in the crucible of shared experience, became a source of strength and solace, teaching me that true wealth lies in the quality of our relationships, not in the quantity of our possessions. Gordonstoun's remote location, far from the clamor of city life, fostered a deep connection with nature. The vast expanse of the Scottish Highlands, with its rugged mountains, wind-swept moors, and crashing waves, became our playground, our sanctuary, and our classroom. We spent our days exploring the surrounding countryside, hiking through ancient forests, sailing on the turbulent North Sea, and pushing our physical and mental limits. Immersed in the raw beauty of the natural world, I felt a profound sense of peace and connection, a deep knowing that I was part of something far greater than myself. Nature became our teacher, revealing the interconnectedness of all things and the importance of living in harmony with the natural world. It taught us resilience, resourcefulness, and the transformative power of presence. In the absence of digital distractions, we were able to fully engage with our surroundings, to listen to the whispers of the wind, to feel the warmth of the sun on our skin, and to marvel at the intricate beauty of a single blade of grass. Section 5. Unveiling True Luxury, the Simplicity of Shared Experience. As the weeks turned into months, I began to understand the true meaning of luxury. It wasn't about the thread count of our sheets or the brand names on our clothes. It was about the richness of our experiences, the depth of our connections, and the simplicity of our lives. We found joy in the simplest of things: a shared meal in the dining hall, a sing-along around a crackling fire, a spontaneous game of football on a rainy afternoon. These shared moments, devoid of pretense and extravagance, became cherished memories, woven into the fabric of our lives. The absence of material excess allowed us to appreciate the true value of things. We learned to find contentment in what we had, to repair rather than replace, and to value experiences over possessions. This ethos of simplicity extended beyond our material lives, shaping our values, our relationships, and our outlook on the world. Section 6. A Tapestry of Simplicity, Daily Rhythms and Rustic Charm. Life at Gordonstoun was governed by a rhythm of simplicity. Our days were structured around a demanding schedule of academics, outdoor challenges, and community service, leaving little room for idle distractions. We woke before dawn, our bodies invigorated by the crisp Scottish air, and retired to our modest dormitories, weary but content as the sun dipped below the horizon. Our surroundings reflected this ethos of simplicity. The dormitories were Spartan but functional, furnished with little more than a bed, a desk, and a wardrobe. The common areas, though grand in scale, were devoid of ostentatious decorations, their rustic charm a testament to the school's enduring values. This simplicity, far from feeling like a deprivation, was incredibly liberating. It freed us from the tyranny of consumerism, the relentless pressure to acquire and accumulate. It allowed us to focus on what truly mattered: our education, our personal growth, and our contributions to the community. Section 7. The Gift of Enough: Finding Abundance in Scarcity. Living with less taught us the profound truth that true abundance lies not in having more than we need, but in appreciating what we already have. We learned to find joy in the simple act of sharing, whether it was a cherished book, a warm sweater, or a listening ear. The scarcity of material possessions fostered a culture of resourcefulness and creativity. We mended torn clothes, repurposed old materials, and found ingenious solutions to everyday problems. This spirit of ingenuity extended beyond our material lives, shaping our approach to learning, problem-solving, and creative expression. We learned to make do with less, to find joy in the process of creation, and to appreciate the beauty of imperfection. This ethos of enough instilled in us a deep sense of gratitude for the things we often take for granted: a roof over our heads, a warm meal, the company of good friends. The luxury of shared purpose, building community through service. Central to the Gordonstoun ethos was the belief that true fulfillment comes from serving a purpose greater than ourselves. We were encouraged to look beyond our own needs and to use our talents and abilities to make a positive impact on the world around us. Whether we were volunteering at a local retirement home, participating in a beach cleanup, or raising funds for a worthy cause, we learned the profound joy of service. These acts of kindness, no matter how small, filled us with a sense of purpose and belonging, reminding us that we are all interconnected and that our actions have the power to make a difference. This shared commitment to service created a strong sense of community. We learned to rely on each other, to support each other, and to celebrate each other's successes. The bonds we forged through these shared experiences transcended social barriers, reminding us that true wealth lies in the richness of our relationships and the strength of our communities. Beyond material measures, cultivating contentment from within. As I approached the end of my time at Gordonstoun, I realized that the greatest gift the school had given me was not a prestigious diploma or a network of influential contacts, but a profound understanding of the true nature of wealth. I learned that true contentment comes not from accumulating material possessions but from cultivating inner peace, gratitude, and a sense of purpose. This inner wealth, unlike material wealth, cannot be lost, stolen, or diminished. It is a wellspring of joy and fulfillment that sustains us through life's inevitable challenges, reminding us that true happiness is an inside job, a choice we make each and every day. This realization freed me from the relentless pursuit of more, allowing me to focus on what truly mattered: cultivating meaningful relationships, pursuing my passions, and living in alignment with my values. The legacy of simplicity, carrying the lessons forward. The lessons I learned at Gordonstoun have stayed with me long after I left the rugged shores of Scotland. They have shaped my values, my relationships, and my approach to life. I carry with me a deep appreciation for the transformative power of simplicity, the importance of living in harmony with nature, and the profound joy of serving a purpose greater than myself. I strive to live a life of intentionality, focusing on experiences over possessions, connection over accumulation, and presence over distraction. I am eternally grateful for the gift of enough, for the abundance that surrounds me each and every day. I am committed to sharing these lessons with others, to inspiring a shift in consciousness from a culture of consumption to a culture of connection, from a pursuit of material wealth to a celebration of life's simple pleasures. An invitation to live simply, finding true wealth in everyday life. We live in a world that constantly bombards us with messages of scarcity and inadequacy, urging us to buy more, do more, and be more. It's easy to get caught up in the relentless pursuit of more, only to find ourselves feeling empty and unfulfilled. But there is another way, a simpler way, a more fulfilling way. I invite you to join me in embracing the luxury of simplicity. Let us cultivate contentment from within, appreciating the abundance that already exists in our lives. Let us find joy in the ordinary moments, in the simple acts of kindness and connection that make life so rich and meaningful. Let us choose to live with intention, focusing on what truly matters, our relationships, our well-being, and our contributions to the world. Let us create a life of meaning and purpose, a life filled with love, laughter, and gratitude. For in the tapestry of life, it is the simple threads of connection, compassion, and contentment that create the most beautiful and enduring masterpiece.